Good morning, gents. It's Active Aussie here, 11 a.m. Thursday morning. I've just been listening to that live stream by One Fast Dak about surviving normies. That was quite interesting. The guys had quite an interesting conversation. Had Dak outlaw Infinium. They discussed quite a few things in regard to normies. I agree with what they were saying. It has become basically a waste of time trying to red pill normie type guys. I've tried to do it myself several times and I've just become very cynical in regard to this. You may have heard yesterday in part of the video I made, I talked about this proposed misinformation and disinformation bill that's before Parliament here in Australia, which I find quite concerning. But I neglected to mention that I just feel a lot of people don't even know about this, or if they do know, they just don't care, and people are just indifferent. But maybe it's just because also a lot of people are just struggling to earn a living, and with the cost of living pressure, they're just focused on trying to make more money, which I think is happening in a lot of Western countries now. So you have the general population that's under a fair amount of pressure. I'm just going for a bit of a suburban walk at Tarragindi here in Brisbane. You might see a few houses in the street here. These houses are at least $1 million. A lot of them are a lot more than that, and this is just a fairly average sort of suburb. So the cost of housing, rents and mortgages is just really off the charts nowadays, and it's becoming very difficult for especially average men to live in places like Australia and Canada. It's becoming very difficult. That's about all I've really got to say. I went to the travel agent yesterday to check out some airfares, but before about mid-January it's very expensive. I got a few quotes. One was $2,800, but if I go about January 15 or after, it drops down to about $1,800 or $1,900. So I might go over to Thailand and Cambodia then. So I'll probably go back to the travel agent tomorrow and book. If I can get an airfare for about $1,800, $1,900, that's still okay. But I'm not going to pay $2,800. That's just a total rip-off, just throwing money away. Anyway, gents, that's all. I'll talk to you again soon, hopefully. Cheers.